kwe konga wasenyo dai pepe. Yeble wongo dale konyo bode konyo yimo.
Okay, folks, good evening to all of you, wherever you are. Once more, let's say good evening and welcome to another fresh, fascinating edition of the program, I Beg to Differ. We're here on the tested edition of the program. It is good to be here tonight. I usually run from Monday to Friday, from 9 o'clock up to 12 o'clock. So I'm here again. The name is the Abraham Cooper Senior. On the first segment of the program is where we connect our media colleagues from across Liberia to update us on major happenings from their respective locations right here on Top Radio. So just keep it outside, and we'll also give you the opportunity where you will put in your phone calls and you're going to be definitely part of the show. So just keep it set. We're doing all we can to start connecting our professional media colleagues from across to speak to us this evening on the first segment of the program to run from 9 all the way up to 10 o'clock, and by 10 is where we're ushering on our panelists, and then our SHEKU crew are going to take it from there up to 12 o'clock. So keep it set wherever you are. Once more, let me say welcome those of you who are watching us live on our Facebook page. You can send your text messages on our your comment through our Facebook page, and are going to also be read live right here on this platform. And those of you there in the diaspora, you will also give you the line where you will put in your phone call and be part of the show if you wish to. Yeah, and you can also follow us on our online radio. We are online. So it doesn't matter your location. You can monitor us from anywhere in any part of the world. Yeah. So this is what we are capable of doing, and we are here tonight. I'm trying to start connecting our media colleagues from across right here on this platform to speak to us on happenings from their respective location. Today we are privileged, and we're going to be talking to Christopher Tawili, who is all the way there. He's all the way there in Maryland County. He has promised to speak to us on this platform tonight, and we hope to talk to the man Thompson W. Vlu. Thompson is also there in Ganta, specifically Niba County. He's also going to be speaking to us on this platform. And then we hope to get to Henson Joa, who is all the way there in Monrovia, and that of Darius as well. They consented, to speak to us on this platform tonight. So just keep it set as we go for we are trying to get our guys right here on the right segment of the program. Yeah, keep it outside. Don't go anywhere for the very best we have to offer you on this platform. Yeah, so let's take this quickly, and I'm trying to connect our guys here on the platform. I'm still trying to see whether I can start connecting. Just keep it set wherever you are. Keep it set to Top FM 105.3.
Akwasiri awi bebe Jaruji wa Janja swezi awa mabui Ewa we Yo wa dele Ina yo wa dele Mwambo dele zuwe Mwana wa dele Mwa dele Mwa dele Mwa dele what is your wizard? And you have a quick one. I was in your day, Pepe. Give the room of that upon your body upon you want.
So folks, just hold it right there. We like I told you, we're trying to do all of our the background work and start connecting our guys right here on this platform here. So those of you who just joining us once more, we'd like to say welcome to the tested edition of the program. Alberto Defork is a live radio program right here that I've been introduced on Top FM, and this week is our fresh production. And today is Thursday, and I'm trying now to start establishing contact with our guys on the platform right here this evening. So just keep your text messages coming. Those of you who are watching up live, without to say, you can also send in your comment, and it's going to be read at the close of this program right here, on this platform. So keep it set as
money will blow man decide.
So quickly we'll leave it at this as we roll quickly to Maryland County, where we have the man Christopher. Let's see whether we can quickly roll to Maryland County and bring forth right here on this platform. Christopher is there, is posted live. He posted live there in Maryland County, and he has also promised to speak to us right here on this platform. So let's see whether we can get him, and as soon as we get Christopher, we're going to bring him live on the platform to update us as it relates to happiness from that part of Liberia, most especially the southeastern part of Liberia. Okay, so just hold on. Let's see. His phone is not going to. Okay, let me hold it right there and see what I can get him in quickly. Who is there in Montserrat County? Hanson is also prepared. He's from Rivergy, and about currently with the county team in Montserrat County. He also promised to speak to us on this platform, and let me see whether we can roll to Gantat. I don't know what's going on here. The network trying to give us some top time here, this evening. But just hold on, folks. We're trying our possible best to get them, whatever means. Samuel Fire, the man saying, watching the broadcast live. Here, I would have to say thank you so much. And so we now, like I told you, we now have Thompson W. Lewis all the way there in Ganta and Nimba County as usual, who is always willing to speak to the people of Grand GEDEH and the Nimba community here as well, referred to as the Nimba Plateau, as it relates to major happenings from that part of Liberia. Would I say good evening, Thompson, and welcome to another segment of the program about to default. How is Gantat and how is everything there?
Well, Gantat is good. This wonderful night, and we are experiencing a little cool right now. Last night was like rainy, but it was not that much. Okay. So the cool from Onima is hitting the city this evening.
Wow.
So far the city is good.
But the city is also happening here in Grand GEDEH from this morning up to present. The entire water is just cold. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. I don't know. This here we are not experiencing. I mean, that's a climate change we are actually experiencing because the way cold supposed to come in December, it was not so.
Okay.
So you always experience that happening. So, but Gunpowder is good, man. We are doing pretty well here.
And firstly, let me say congratulations to the keyboard team, and I learned that they defeated Grand Cape on today 4-1.
Yeah, certainly. That's the information so far from the nation capital. You know, we are part of the county team right now,
Okay.
where we are seeing the boys and the girls advancing to another stage. So it's kind of a welcoming development for the people of Nima. So it shows that sport is really in the country. People will support Nima to the end.
Got to speak on major happenings from Ganta, let's say Nima as a whole.
Well, thank you, Ebi. Latest development here so far that taking the social media, that taking the community radio station here is a statement of recent coming from Senator Samuel Koga to the chief and elders of the county. When Senator Koga recent appeared on BKS, one of the radio stations within district number 5, they have their live conversation every evening.
Okay.
So Senator Koga was able to appear on that show. On his appearing, he said that the neutrality of chiefs and elders in the county have been compromised. Meaning the chiefs and elders of the county are not neutral in decision making. So that statement, is something that is heart-touching to the chiefs and elders. Yesterday, we heard that they are coming up with a strong statement against Senator Samuel Koga. And so what really happening? Why he said he continues to go battle with the chiefs and elders of the county. And what the senator explained is that the chiefs and elders of the county are on government payroll. Majority of them are taking regular salary from the government, and they are under the supervision of the superintendent of NIMBA. So whenever the chiefs and elders of the county are on salary, they will not be independent. They will not be neutral in terms of settling disputes among leaders in the county. But then, the head of the traditional council of the county came out and said, during the senatorial election, the chiefs and elders of the county, supported Senator Koga to the end. They supported him from one end to another. They respected him. And he said he even kneeled down to the council, in fact, the chiefs and elders of the county in a little town called Ningba here in district number 1. And since then, when there was a dispute between he and the vice president, chiefs and elders of the county grouped themselves, and in huge number they left, they went to the nation capital to be able to resolve the problem. According to what the head of the council said on the radio, he said they were disrespected by the senator of the county. So the senator continuously disrespecting them and coming up with a statement that they are not being neutral in decision making. It's something that is like slap in the faces of the head and for the old people in the county. So they are taking the social media, they are taking community radio stations here. Other people are on the side of the senator. Other people are saying yes, what the senator says is right. Because when it comes to disputes in the county, the chief will not always be independent. Sometimes they will take the side of the vice president, they will take the side of the superintendent. And some of them are saying no, they are being independent, but then Senator Koga is not willing to listen to the elders of the county. So these are issues that are happening, but we are waiting patiently to see whether the traditional people, the chiefs and elders council in Nimba will be able to come out with a press statement that will compare the Senator Koga to be able to listen to them or to be able to come on their call. And the senator went as far as mentioning the issue that happened between the former Mines and Energy Women Pay and that of former District Number 9 Representative Mataneke Timba. He said he was against that decision the president took by replacing Nima Man with another Nima Man at the level of the Mines and Energy Ministry. So, but then he was expecting the chiefs and elders of the county to take strong decision against that president decision, but they did not do so, and they went ahead supporting maternity timber, and he was confirmed by the House of Senate. So these are issues that are coming out so far in the county, AB.
But with this, what are you hearing from citizens as well regarding the statement from the senator? Because over the time since Senator Koga took over, there have been a role between him, the vice president, and even the county caucus as well. How is it now? How and why you guys are hearing those, especially those of you guys in the media? What are you hearing from citizens regarding this?
So, particularly when it comes to the statement made against the chief and elders of the county, they are calling him to retract his statement, to apologize to the council, the traditional council of the county. And that have been a call from other young people in the county. And besides that, the Rickman rule you talk about, AB, you are 100% right. Mm-hmm. There have been so many issues coming up when Senator Koga, since he took over as senator of the county, there have been so many issues coming up. A few months back, he said the superintendent of the county is using the county social development fund to undertake government a project within the county. That came out and compared the superintendent to even provide some clarity on the media that during Joshua administration was quite different, where the PMC was structured and where the PMC were able to undertake project, and there were county council sitting. But right now, the superintendent of the county preside over all funding from government coming in the county for development. This county social development fund is controlled by the superintendent of the county. So the superintendent have a power to undertake any other development within the county with a social development fund and along with the 9-man council. So the superintendent said she is now wrong to undertake any development of the county. So, but then Koga have been, vocal on almost all of the leaders within the county. So the statement of recent, it triggered the council to really, have that perception that he continuously disrespecting them, and he should be able to retract his statement.
Wow. Okay. Tonsin, is there anything else before we take leave of you?
Well, so far what I'm seeing in Ganta right now is a bit different now, where we are experiencing some street light. We after so many crowds, after people complain, and after the only source of electricity, the Jungle Energy Power management, were condemned by so many citizens within the community here. We are seeing some street light. I don't know what's the agreement between the Jungle Energy Power and that of the government of Liberia, but we are seeing some few street lights from the checkpoint end hitting the main street. We are seeing some brightness. It provides some security, because light, also electricity is security on its own. So and we are glad to see that actually, and we are seeing the street bright. You can even walk anytime you want to walk. 2 o'clock, sometimes you get out and walk, nothing absolutely will happen to you. So a lot of people are praising the government for the electricity, more especially even in the nation capital, a stable electricity in Liberia, and hitting Limba, providing street light for Gompa City that have been the concern of thousands of residents in this community. So that's what so far we are seeing here, and people are really appreciating. And so before, quickly, I started seeing a yellow machine today around the community again by Honorable Samuel Nkrumah Brown.
Okay.
And I'm told that he have entered the district, but tomorrow I'm going to visit the site. Any development, I will update our people there in Graham GEDEH. But I've been seeing some yellow machine again in the community, and they say it was dictated by the representative of the district.
Okay, thank you so much, Thompson. It's great to have you tonight on the platform, and we hope to get to you tomorrow.
Yeah, sure, Avery. Thank you. Thank you so much for having me from way here in Nima.
Thank you so much, Thompson. And that was the voice of Thompson W. Blue. He's one of our media colleagues there in Ganta, Nimba County. So speaking to us on happiness from that part of Liberia. Yeah. Let's see whether we can get Hampson this come around. Yeah. Let's see whether we will get Hampson, and as soon we lay hand on Hampson, we'll bring him quickly on the microphone to speak to us, because we are getting information So Henson is already on the line from Massarado County. Like I told you, he been in Monrovia now for a couple of weeks. You know, this is what we call to duty. The man is performing a task as the head of media for the River G County team and the coronet in Massarado County. Good evening, Henson, and it's a pleasure. Welcome to the program. I beg to differ. It's good to have you.
Exactly. AB, thank you for the introduction, and thanks as well for the continuous effort and the work that you are doing for the Liberian people in that part of the country. And it's always my pleasure to be on the line with our people to know what is happening in Massarado County.
That's wonderful. It's good to have you, my brother. I bring God to speak. We are getting unconfirmed information. A few days back, when River G County went against Grand Caymon, although River G was defeated, but I learned that River G County team, the steering committee, of far in a protest, and we are getting unconfirmed information that you guys won a protest. How true it is? You, as the head of the media, bring God to speak on this development.
Exactly, AB. So, like you keep using the word unconfirmed. Yes, still yes. We are still on that word, that terminology, unconfirmed issue of pronouncing the result to the declared counsel for the River G County team. As it stands, the lawyers for the county team that is pleading the issue after we are called in the issue of the protest. Yes, still the ministry. It is going to 3 days now. The ministry yet to release the final saying from their side after the hearing was done. But like you said, it's yes still unconfirmed. But our lawyers have finally told us, though we have not gotten a written communication from the Ministry of Youth and Sports on ground that the hearing went in favor of River G County to clinch the 3 points from Grand Caymon County. But we spoke with two of our lawyers again who are pleading the issue of this protest. So Councilor Ellis Funky Young and Councilor James Knapp, the two of them kept on the back of the Ministry of Youth and Sports to release the final saying on grounds that, they know that the protest, the issue that we talk about in the protest is already against the Grand Caymon County, where they use illegal players, players who were not eligible by them to play. So as then the lawyer has spoken to the issue, and they told clearly that we won the protest, but the ministry is still working on that. So until the ministry releases the protest result from the side of their own, from their own side, then we'll do the publication as the head of media publicity for the county, as we are here still in Massarado, Monrovia, to precisely.
But Henson, since you got far in the protest, was there not any specific date given to you guys that the protest will be heard at so time?
Well, so since the hearing was done 2 days ago, and then on yesterday we played a game against Labour County. We were expecting a protest before the day of the game, which was on yesterday when we spoke. So we were expecting that in the night, in the evening hours after the game. But yesterday, the result yet to come out from their side as Ministry of Youth and Sports and the organizing committee for the county league. So they now stipulate a specific day for them to release it. But as I said, our lawyers told them on today again to give you what the lawyers told us. They told them, according to our lawyers, told the ministry that if until, because all of the other games has been played today, and then Saturday will be the final saying. So they are giving them that day, Saturday or tomorrow, which will be Friday. If they do not release that protest result, definitely on Saturday, all of those games, whether women game or main game, all of those games that will be played, they will go to the Supreme Court on the issue of delaying the result from the protest. So they will go to the issue to file a case to the court, and the court will have an order, a stay order to be placed on the county meet that is currently ongoing, as the group says it's still ongoing. So according to our lawyers, until they releases the protest result before Saturday or the games coming to be happening on Saturday, they will put the issue to an order, still order there at the Samarkand Sports Complex.
But if you're talking about going to Supreme Court, who is the president taking the entire team to the Supreme Court? It is the lawyer from River G County.
Well, so the lawyers are pleading the case,
Okay.
and they are the one who are spearheading the entire activities of the issue of the lawsuit. So they are the one who we are looking up to after we send our complaints and we hire them to plead the case for us. All is in their care. So everything that they do now, left with them, right, comes to the issue of legality. So everything that they're doing, they are going legally to see our best. All of those issues can be put to halt and be controlled by the Ministry of Youth and Sports.
Wow, that's wonderful. Is there anything else I'm saying before we take leave of you?
So I think so far so good. Yes, so we are still here and waiting the protest result. Though we lost one, we say we lost one game, we draw one game, and until the result comes out, because G is still in the game. On Saturday we'll be playing Bon County about 4 o'clock in the evening. I mean, yes, going to the evening hours. So yes, so until the protest result come out, that if it goes in our favor, we are still in the league. So we are not deterred to know whether we are drawn, because if we lost 2 games by this time around, we say we are out because the other game will be useless to us. But as it stands, based on the issue of the protest that is still in, we are still in the league and we're having 1 point with the other counties having 3 points each.
All right. Thank you so much, Hampson. It's good to have you on the platform this evening.
Thank you, Abi. Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to have me always forget other people in that part of the country.
Thank you so much, my brother. And folks, that was the voice of Hampson Joa. He's one of our professional media colleagues. He's all the way there in Maserati, but based in Facestown, but in currently with the county team in Maserati County. So I'm still trying to get to Christopher. Let's see whether I can get to Christopher tonight. And as soon as I get him, I will bring him on the microphone quickly. Yeah, to speak to us on happening from Maryland County. Yeah. Let me see what I can get Christopher quickly. So those of you who just joining us once more, it's a reminder that you are listening to the program About to Deeper right here on Top FM 105.3. And I will broadcast live and direct from Zoeju Green, GEDEH County. Yeah, let me see. Oh my word. I'm trying to get to the rest of our guys here on the platform. So folks, just hold on. We stay trying to get through the rest of our guys here. Those of you who just joining us, and yes, like I told you, just on our Facebook page and on our phone line, Ambassador. What's going on here? I'm still making way to get to the rest of our guys this evening. Yeah, this is a fresh segment of the program. Like I told you from the onset, it's where it's called Around the County. It's where we connect our guys from across to speak to us on major happenings here. So just hold it there. Ambassador Muton Jedu, he mentioned, I'm watching from a D3 radio compound in Jerusalem Sanitary District in Sando County. Well, I would say thank you so much for watching this broadcast. Let's see whether we can get this. This person, away. Is this A. Wellington, while Willie say, and Washington from Zoe to Grand GEDEH County? Thank you so much, Wellington. I think this is Samuel Fire. Samuel Fire say, I'm following live from Masurado County specifically. Morovia, thank you so much, my brother. And this is this Kuya Glay say, I'm following live from Bagwaville, from Bagwaville Wrestling. Thank you so much. Let me see, just keep sending in your text messages and trying to make way to get to the rest of our guys here. But the network is not responding positively. I don't know, but yeah.
Money fanatico fa representative speaker of the house radio kabon polio ila nyoma ja ana go ina tele wawe tele wao ana go you are not your boy. Glad you are now.
Was a beautiful piece there, folks, and keep it set. I'm still trying. We'll soon open the phone line as soon as possible time so that you can also put in a phone call, but we're trying to get to the rest of our guys here. Yeah, but the network is not permitting us to get to Christopher and out of our people from Maryland County. Yeah. Let me see what I can try. The Lone Star line. If we can get him from the Lone Star line, then we will bring him the microphone quickly. With no time to waste because we have roughly 23 minutes. That's 24 minutes moving up to 10 o'clock. And at 10, we'll come to the end of the first segment of the program here. And like I told you, in as soon as possible time, we're going to open the phone line where you're also going to be speaking on some issues here. Yeah, from your area up to 10 o'clock if we can get the rest of our guys here on the platform. Here, so okay. Let me try to get Darius. If I can get Darius from Banca City, Bon County, then we will bring him quickly.
Hello.
Yeah.
We're trying to.
Okay. It's not easy with the issue. So you can, let's start interacting now with the public for a few minutes. In the meantime, while we stay trying to get our guys here, the rest of our guys on the platform, 0881 14 35 04 776 105 105 0776 105 105 0881. Daniel Aras, someone said I'm watching the broadcast live. Thank you so much. 0881 14 35 04 0776 105 105 776 105 105. As we stay trying to get to the rest of our guys here, you can just put your call through. So I quickly that hold it right there as we welcome John Akinire right here on the program tonight as we stay waiting your call. John, welcome. You're live on the program. John, are you there? John Akinire, are you there? I think it's the network. John, welcome. Welcome to the program.
I'm speaking. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm getting you now. You're clear. Oh, welcome to the show.
Yeah, thank you. What's up? How's everything going this evening? I want to take this time to firstly say hi to our online viewers, those who watching by way of Facebook, and also to those listening to us by way of the radio length. This is another, broadcast segment of Top FM. In the morning we run the state podium, and then we here this evening, to discuss issues that are paramount to the growth and development of our county and our country at large, and also not forgetting, the world. So, Abraham, it's good to be on as we wait on the other panelists to join us. So I will be here with you while we take on the show. So what's happening?
Yeah, thank you. So we that now open the phone lines as we have 19 minutes up to 10 o'clock. 0881 14 35 04 0776 105 105 0776 105 105 0881 14 35 04. Put your call through now. Let's hear you right here on the program. I beg to default, and those of you just keep sending in your comment, your text messages, and we're making sure that we will have it read right here on this platform, as we stay also trying to make way and get the rest of our guys from Bon County and that of Maryland to speak to us tonight on the platform. 0881 14 35 04 0776 105 105 0776 105 105. I think we have our fresh caller. Good evening.
Hello. Good evening, sir. How do you do, Amy?
Dania, where you call from?
This is Rabbi Rolling. I'm calling from check there.
Welcome to the show. I hope you're following.
Thank you for the show. Let me appreciate. I think is one of my personal class former mates. So let me appreciate. I always like to speak about issue. So if you are listening to me, I want to actually tell you thank you. You can speak your mind and you can talk on some issue. I appreciate you ever so much. Continue to do that, so that our country will come to one understanding. Thank you. God bless you ever so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you ever so much. 0881 14 35 04 776 105 105. Put your call through. Let's hear you tonight on the platform. I bet to default. This is a fresh set program. It's where we go around the country to speak to our professional media colleagues to fill in with major development from their respective locations, and to tonight is we still finding it a bit difficult to get to the rest of our guys. Let's pick up this person. Good evening.
Good evening, AB.
Nia, where you call from?
Yeah, this is B. Martin Passion, and I call from Basel residence.
Martin, welcome to the show. Let's hear you.
Yeah, thank you, AB. First, let me say thanks to the management of Top FM, including the CEO, SHEKU, for such a program. You know, last night we were in gear via radio to listen to the program, but the weather did not give us a chance.
Sure.
So we want to bless God tonight that the show is on. I also want to take this time to work on John Akinwumi to the show. And we want to make it clear that we are following and will be on the standby for the show. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And I will hope that tonight the weather is okay. Yeah, I think so. The weather is okay. And I know you just stick and stay by your radio because you like what happened last night. I show it when none repeated chef 0881 14 35 04 0776 105 105 776 105 105 0881 14 35 04. Those of you in the diaspora, you can also call us on +231 775 105 105. You're going to be live on the platform this evening. Agnes Tapese watching live from my daily surviving center in the Baptist community. Thank you. I think that the Agnes Tape. Thank you so much. 0881 14 35 04 776 105 105. Those of you who send in your comments to our Facebook page, let's see whether we can. This person is Steve Moore. I say I'm watching live from Las Vegas, USA. Thank you so much. And let's pick up this one 0881 14 35 04. Let's hear you 776 105 105 0776 105 105 0881 14 35 04. Now 10 o'clock shortly, at which time Sheku Crow myself will be here along with the rest of our panelists. Going to be discussing wide range of issues, issue confronting Mama GEDEH, Liberia as a whole. Here, this is where we discuss issues that mattered and we set the agenda for Mama Liberia. 0881 14 35 04 776 105 105. Too many things, going on in our country, Liberia, and there is a need that somebody will say we will not stop talking. We will keep talking. Yeah, and one of these days, something better will happen. So that our country can get on the right trajectory. Definitely. 0881 14 35 04 776 105 105 0776 105 105. Let's hear you tonight. This is the fresh segment of the program. We still find it a bit difficult to speak to the rest of our guys who have consented already this afternoon to be on the platform, but it's like the network is not giving the kind of opportunity. Let's pick up this person. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
You're Nia, where you call from?
Amadou Fofana.
You say Amadou Fofana?
Yeah.
Yeah, welcome. Let's hear you. You have to pull out in your voice and speak louder to the microphone. Let's hear you. Go ahead. Okay, we lost it already. 0881 14 35 04 0776 105 105. Let's take this person quickly. Good evening. Yania, where you call from?
Good evening.
Berekatu, Emmanuel Esdo, welcome. Let's hear you.
Thank you. Thank you for the recognition. Please allow me to say good evening to one of my professors who have just entered in our night class.
Come on.
Thank you. I say, allow me to show good evening to one of our professors who just entered in class, Mr. ACHIE John Nire.
Oh, the professor just entered in the class?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's good. It's good. I thank you. AB, I want to speak to the issue about what is unfolding right now in Nima County politics.
Okay.
If care is not taken, Nima County will be divided before 2029 election.
Divided for what reason?
Politically, they might be divided before 2029 election. If care is not taken.
Why? Because,
yes, why? Because these have been news circulating in and out of Nima County about the situation between the current vice president and that of Senator Koga, for which the elders went to town in their mind to settle the dispute, but it didn't went the way how they expected it. Now you heard Senator Koga that when they went to town, the chiefs and elders were one-sided.
Okay.
It's coming to Nima County again, continue to point finger at them that they are biased because of them being on government payroll. Therefore, they will not take decision unilaterally as an independent body of Nima County, serving as what we call the elders and council or traditional elders. So instead of them now putting their children on a roundtable discussion, they want to go after Senator Koga, and by doing so, it will be like adding assault to injury.
Okay.
I hope
I'm getting you. Go ahead.
Fine. Adding assault to injury. So, mind you, Senator Koga got first. That's why the vice president. So once the man is coming out to say, you people are not taking a decision as an error that I expected you to be, what they're supposed to do now is, okay, call the two of them or whoever is involved, all parties on table, and discuss it in-house and see how they can move forward with Nima County.
Okay.
But as they say now, on popular radio, and you imagine we that on the side now, we're not in Nima, but we get to understand and know the day-to-day politics of Nima County right now through your platform. So a guy alone should tell you that Nima County is gradually divided into two politically. If care is not taken, it will not be good for all of us as the people in this country. Thank you for having me, and we'll wait the second segment of our show.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Emmanuel Esdo. 0881-14-3504. We got roughly 8 minutes up to 10 o'clock. Yeah, let's hear you. We pick up this pressure on the Lone Star line. Good evening.
Amy, good evening.
Where you call from?
Amy, this is Dion Stopper. I'm calling from Baptist Community.
My man, the call giving you help. Your voice changed. Welcome to the show.
Find out that you're aware that we are in the Texas region, so the point giving me tough time. But however, I think the protocol of this program has changed. This is that kind of to speak your mind, right? Thank you. So let me say thank you. I've been following this platform, and I want to let you know that men are ready to discuss issues that affect Nigeria. Because if you can monitor some of us, this year 2025 passed our side. But we were doing the evaluation to know who represents Nigeria and who in the interest of Nigeria. But we will come out and understand. If you can imagine, when our former sovereignty draft, you know that we were celebrating.
Is that people were celebrating?
People were celebrating.
Wow.
Yes, there was a reason.
Okay.
There was a reason. So we will speak on the platform because when you have the wicked people in the community, the day you see the die, community will celebrate.
Okay.
They will celebrate. Even when in the bed, they will celebrate. But when the good ones go, they will come back and say, oh, go on. Who can replace us? So the reason you see our country is falling, and not because we are jealous, and not because we are hypocrites, and not because we hate each other, but the bad ones, they are few, and they are destroying the good ones. And the good ones are those people that are silent. They don't want to speak. Anything that people say, that is business.
Okay.
You are killing the unborn children. But with the objectives on this platform, I'm not too well with the poor, but I'm in bed. And I start people speaking our issues. Okay, timing. I've been numerous of concerns in my inbox asking, dear Agnes, why are you silent these days? We try to read out our leaders, their performances. What are they getting back GEDEH? Because we gave them the platform. Those who are teachers, our children going to school, we pay school fees. What are they giving back to us? Because when you're receiving the performances of your daughter or your son, you know that school is teaching. You know that school is teaching. So when we are well, we'll be asking for Gideon to find God. What have we received as a county? As a county. But I felt so disappointed when Great GEDEH dropped. I saw people celebrating on Facebook. Why? Why? Because your relatives are part of it. Your fathers are part of it. Even when it's not you, but when it is me, consider Grand GEDEH, don't consider Papa. Consider the me of Grand GEDEH.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Tappet. Thank you. We pick up a call or two. If possible, then we call it a date on the fresh segment of the program. 088-114-3504 776-105-105 0776-105 105 088-114-3504 are the numbers to put you through. And quickly I wrote to the online to our Facebook page and bring few the rest of our text messages. Those of you who just sending in this person say my name is Ellison GWI. Good evening, AB. I'm watching you live from Putu, and thanks so much for the program. Okay, we pick up this person. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening, D. Abraham Cooper.
Nia, where you call from?
Chris, I was joining you from Australia resident.
Chris, let's hear you quickly.
Yeah, we are discussing about Grand GEDEH County, right? Nobody is more Grand GEDEH than all in this county. We all are Grand GEDEH, and we all got to stand for the right and the betterment of the county. But you see, for certain individuals, they just sit and they have wars over thousands of people. Look at Common River G around here. Look at River G. River G that just left Liberia 2000. The people moving gradually in terms of development. Look at Nema County, or superintendent doing timetable is not just lawmaker, but superintendent doing all of development. What our local authority doing? How will local authority lie to Grand GEDEH and then citizens of the county say they use 400,000 to buy 5 transformers? Does that make sense? Look, we don't ready for development in this county, man. And we just got to bless the president, Samuel Kayando, who left legacy in Grand GEDEH County, that why people recognizing our county and our city today in Liberia. But in terms of development, Grand GEDEH don't ready yet. 10 to 15 years may come. Grand GEDEH will never benefit anything except we change certain people in the House of Parliament. That is the only way we can make a change. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. I appreciate my brother. We got just a minute up to 10 o'clock. Yeah. We can get maybe our last caller on the fresh segment. This person say, my name is D. Nathan. Is this Nathan Zappa? I'm following you live from Galetown, Bullock, Grand GEDEH County. Okay, thank you so much, Nathan Zappa from Galetown. Amadou Diallo, man, say good evening, Top FM. I'm following you live from FE community. Thank you so much. We appreciate. And let's see. This is Steve. Steve Moasi. I'm watching live. Then hold it right there and see whether we can get this 0881-143504. We can pick up. I think our last caller now, if possible. Then we leave it at this as we usher in SHEKU Kroma, who will come along with the rest of our panelists. And like I told you, we discuss a wide range of issues on this platform, where we also give you the opportunity to also voice out some of these things that are happening, across, and how can we work on some of these things to come to reality, just for the betterment of our own country or our country, Liberia. 0881-1435-04-776-105-105 776-105-105 0881-1435-04. The numbers to put you through right here on the program. This is a fresh segment, and I think it's exactly 10 o'clock now. Yeah, it's exactly 10 o'clock. So we still waiting on SHEKU to arrive in studio, and then we will link control. John, are you there? Let's see. Okay. So we are now on the second segment, although we waiting on SHEKU to enter the studio as well to continue with the second segment of the program. Yeah.
Our contribution to the show, which I always have friends, and also appreciate it for always playing the listening role. Then the second follow that I was doing, but the second follow that was doing, but so following the show, and we appreciate the fact that they were not able to get on our time to and then we can talk about the situation in Lima, about the situation in the senator of Lima, and
SHEKU John is not coming in loudly.
You coming very low. I don't know why. I don't know why. It's probably maybe you have to go and come right back. Yeah. Let's see if you can do that. You go and come right back. Mr. Right, please mute yourself. Thank you very much. Okay, folks. So here we are tonight, and we'd like to say a very big thank you to all of you. Let's say big thank you to our guy Abraham Cooper, who was here going around the county and bringing you information from across Liberia. So wherever you are, please, you can just share the link, share the broadcast out to everyone. And those of you who want to follow us as well on our online, we just shared that too. You can kindly listen to our online radio. So yes, we are here tonight. Mr. Wright, welcome. How are you?
Thank you, Mr. SHEKU Saperai Nogba Okruma. It's a wonderful day here. I'm doing excellent. I'm away from work. I'm going home. And I'm feeling very excited to be here on this edition of the show. I look forward to a very engaging and insightful topic tonight. And by the way, I want to thank Abraham too. Abraham Cooper did an excellent job on the first segment. I was on earlier while I was still at work, listening to him, getting in contact with the guys from, I think one of the journalists from Nimba. He spoke of Koga, how he appeared on one of the shows there and what he said, and some of the rigmarole that is going on between Koga and the elders in the county. But that was great. I just wanted to say thank you to everyone for doing that. Keep up the good work.
All right. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much tonight. So I know you got something you want us to talk about tonight while we're with the other panelists.
Well, not really, SHEKU. But there's so much to be, discussed in Liberia. There's so much topic that is flying around. I mean, you can't place importance on either one of them. They are all, just as important. And so, no, I don't have any specific topic, but if there's any topic I want to talk about, it would be the, how'd you call it? Lord, the topic just slipped my mind here. So it has to do with, I think, the Oriental God. I read a lot about that online. The guy who was supposed to get the ore blocks, the 4 ore blocks, his connection to Maduro in Venezuela and how that connects to Liberia hydrocarbon industry, because America placed payment on that. That was what was on my mind today. Yeah. SHEKU, are you there?
Thank you. So many other things are coming up. So we table that until we've been joined by the other people. Also in Liberia, we'll also look at some of the stories that make news today. Wakai political advisor faces 3.5 million lawsuit over alleged injury to domestic relations. So that came directly from Page Africa. And GAC flagged massive audit failures as disaster management agency, raising corruption what? Corruption concern. So even in Grand GEDEH County, as we speak, there was this disaster that took place. There was a flood that hit some family in Zweju, and the disaster management coordinator for Grand GEDEH County, he went around, took names of people, and people expected for those things to be addressed. And up to now, those things were flagged up on the radio that as we speak, since then, nothing has happened and they want these things to actually be looked at. So let me take you from the screen, Mr. Wright, and I'm looking at you. As soon as probably maybe you get home, then I bring you back on the screen, or when I'm ready for us to talk, because the camera is just laying down somewhere, and that won't be too fine if we can. Yeah. So the disaster management agency, or whatever it's being called, we are looking at them. We are looking at them as as being, spoken about, that there is a scandal there. So we're going to look at that story very clearly as well. And Mr. Wright also, as a co-host for this program, he also have something very, very much important, and he will actually release those issues when you have the time sitting home. Like you are seeing he's driving right now to the house. So let's see what other story we got from the front page Africa tonight as well. Liberia may wait years. Wait for what? New malaria drugs available in 8 African countries promises breakthrough for infant. So Liberia may wait for years. Wow. Sano lawmaker where condemned AFL gunfire in southeastern Liberia call for independent probes. So let's see. Belete slang speaker Coons removal rumor as blackmail, cite majority block power struggle. So these are stories we have there. Let's see what we have on the Daily Observer newspaper tonight. So we're going to go for the Daily Observer newspaper and see exactly what we have there as a story, as we are with the others to be here tonight. If you're just joining us, remember, this is Top FM, Top TV. We're expecting a guest tonight. Mamiata told me, but then I sent her a link that she's supposed to be sending to that guest. So let's move on with this. Ganta Old Market, the once disputed land that could reignite old Fox line. That's a story. Notorious drug dealers snapped in New Crew Town raid. They caught one drug dealer there. Gafwan inspect progress on Banga Salary Road project. So these are things that will be coming up tonight. If you're just joining us, like we said, welcome, welcome, and welcome. Let's go for this story quickly. As we wait our guys to be here tonight, let's take this story from the front page Africa, and then we start diving into discussion from First Grand GEDEH County. Yeah, I didn't listen to what's around the county. Some of you who had the time to listen, you will also have time to talk about them. Now, a newly released audit follow-up report by the Liberia General Auditing Commission has raised serious red flags about governance, accountability, and potential corruption at the National Disaster Management Agency after the agency failed to implement nearly all recommendations from previous audit. According to the Audit General Annual Progress Report on the implementations of audit, recommendation, let me see well I can take this. According to the Audit General Annual Progress Report on the implementations of audit recommendation, the MDMA implemented only 1 out of 82 recommendations, compliance rate of just 1%. Now, during the period August 30, 2024 to August 31st, 2025, the report were officially released in December 2025. Audit General P. Garsworth Jackson Sr. warned that persistent disregard for audit recommendation places public funds at serious risk and erodes confidence in the institution tasked with protecting lives and property. Now, repeated audit failure, right? The report revealed that MDNA non-compliance is not a new one. Now, during the first phase of the audit follow-up, covering September 6, 2022 to March 29, 2024, the agency failed to implement a single recommendation. So where did they carry the money? Now, in the second phase, spanning August 2024 to August 2025, the MDMA implemented just one recommendation, bringing its overall compliance rate to a troubling 1%. Now, audit identified persistent weakness, including poor accounting for public funds, violations of financial and procurement laws, and weak internal control and governing systems. accountability. Advocates want that such deficiencies increase the risks of misuse of public resources, waste, and corruption. So there is something hanging over them right there, which is not a good sign at all and at all. So for those of you who just joined, we'd like to say welcome and welcome. Now, we're going to dive a little bit into Grand GEDEH County activities tonight. Yes, I think a couple of times they've been discussing this on, the state podium, and then we're going to grab it a little bit tonight until our people come. This is what's happened. Grand GEDEH County, they have accordingly 400,000 from the social development accounts. I want to be too clear tonight. 400,000 from the social development account. The social development funds is different from the county development funds. So normally what happens, they put the social development funds and the county development funds together and be able to allot them to different districts, for developmental purpose. The same with the county development funds. So this year, we understood that the county has 500,000 for the social development funds. Out of the 500,000, they decided to use, 400,000 for a purpose. And what purpose is that? So if the county authority or anyone listening tonight, you want to come on, we can send you the link so you can have time to come on and make a clarification here. We don't have a problem with that. You don't have to pay any money to come and do that clarification. We'll send it to you, you come and do your clarification, and we'll be done with that so we can hear from you for true. Now, electricity is a major component for life. Everyone needs electricity. That's the truth. Education, yes, we need it. That's true. We need to be educated. Health, yes. If you are not well, it's not a good thing. So we need to make sure that our hospitals are capacitated in terms of, bringing enough drugs and taking care of our nurses as well. Roads, which is a very paramount to our lives right now, because if you even have goods, you will not leave from Konobo successfully to bring that goods to Zwedru. So some of those goods you have, they will either spoil on the road, while you're coming, or you just decide to leave it like that. So Zwedru is not Grand GEDEH. Just as we normally say, Monrovia is not Liberia. So not everything that people have to leave it there in Liberia. Zwedru is not Grand GEDEH. So this is my own take. If you think that you want to use the 400,000 United States dollars for the people in Grand GEDEH County, what I feel is this. First thing first, the county council. You need to inform the public. Now, in the Local Government Act, when these issues are coming up, you must inform the general public. You must go from district to district to let them know that this is what we ought to do, except when it is so emergency that it really needs a resolution. So at that point, the council come together, but even as that, they will still let the public know about this. That wasn't done. That wasn't done. That wasn't done. No, they didn't do it. The council didn't come back to the people to ask the people, look, we got this money, but we want to go into electricity stuff to bring it to you. No, they didn't do it. The council didn't come back to the people to ask the citizen that we got this money. Let's look at the priority. Do you think health is something that we can go into? How can we help? They did not do it. The council didn't come back to look at the disabled people in the community as to whether they could even build, a skill training center or empower them to learn different things. Even though we know here they got skill training activities here, you could empower these people, pay the fees for them to go learn. They didn't do it. The council did not come back to tell the people we got 400,000 to 500,000. Can we look for a few Liberians, Grand Gideons, residents of Grand GEDEH County, that we can send out to learn? The council didn't do it. How did the council come up to do a resolution to provide electricity in 5 communities in Grand GEDEH? Now, most of the people say the people took 400,000, to buy transformer. It was not just transformer according to them. The people needed secondary lines. They needed light poles to be able to plant, from those areas to be able to distribute electricity, connectors and water. But is it what the people of Grand GEDEH County really need at this point? Is this something that they actually need at this point? Somebody will say no. So that's one of the questions I'm going to be asking tonight. Do you think it is a priority? More precise, the institution called LIBERIA. LIBERIA is an institution that is a private business-owned institution. They're doing business. The LIBERIA people, they're doing business. They got in contract with the government and they gave them lessons. And I am very sure government look at their capacity before giving them, let me see something. I'm very sure the government look at them, appraise them before giving them such a contract. 400,000? 400,000? Is that what we're saying? Yeah. LIB Energy is a private energy utility company that manages the distributions and maintenance of electricity grid in the southeastern Liberia. It operates as a subsidiary of the Adendo Group, an engineering firm based in Ivory Coast. Now, in 2023, LIB Energy entered into the distribution asset assignment agreement with the Liberia Electricity Corporation to manage power distribution in the following counties: in Maryland, including Harper and Plibo; in River G County, including Fishtown; in Grand GEDEH County, including Zwedru; in Nimba County, specifically Tapeta. Now, the electricity distributors or distributed by LIB Energy is primarily sourced from Ivory Coast via the West African Power Pool cross-border project. In December 2023, the LIB Energy, the Liberia Electricity Regulatory Commission, issues listing a 5-year lesson, a large macro utility distribution lesson. This allowed them to legally manage and sell electricity in their assigned region. Since taking over the southeastern grid, LIB Energy has been working on several infrastructures updates: pole replacement, replacing temporary and makeshift wooden transmission poles with durable metal structure to reduce outage costs by falling poles. Prepaid meters, they've launched a massive rollout of prepaid meters to replace estimated billing. Meter typically costing approximately $120, $110, with the company offering installment payment plans. While LIB Energy has improved billing transparency through metering,
the region still faces significant holdings. Reliability, thank God now, they're trying their best. They're very much reliable. The public feedback before, oh, the people not doing well, the people not doing well. Right now, we agree, they are doing well. In the people contract, they got specific areas that they need to go through. Different phases of work. Now, they've come to a phase where LIB Energy is supposed to be doing expansion. Why is it that the government, the local authority, using 400,000 United States dollars from Grand GEDEH County Social Development account to resolute it and provide electricity to 5 communities? Did they inform the people of Grand GEDEH? So my question is, how did they come to this particular thing? They can't sit down up to nothing. But the county council will come out tomorrow and say the senators are corrupt. The same county council members tomorrow, they will come out and say the representatives, they are corrupt. The superintendent, he corrupt. But the superintendent cannot use that money if the council don't approve of it. In fact, it's surprising to a lot of people. Because even the projects for 2024, some of those projects have not finished. You still have the police station project to be finished in, call the place name for me, Ziatan. There are so many other projects that are waiting for budget because in 2025, we understood that there was a budget shortfall for 2024 projects. So, my people, was it the priority of Grand GEDEH County to have 400,000 United States dollars to be used for 5 communities to provide electricity to those communities? Was it actually the priority of Grand GEDEH County? When the company have already had what they call a press release that 2026 they were going to start doing what they call their expansion project. They got posts on the way coming, they got this coming, they got that coming. How did it happen? Nobody is speaking, though. Nobody talking about it. Even the document that was signed, the resolution that was signed, nobody know about it. Who signed it? Who all did this? Who all that? It just in. So, you know, we speak on it. We speak on it. We speak on it. We do this. We do that. We speak this. We speak that. I listened to Honorable Thomas Yaya Nimle, campaign speech when I was hosting in the studio here. And I asked him one question. What are you going to do that you think your colleagues are not doing? And one of the things he said, the county development funds. If any money enter the county development funds, it is not something where people will share and share and share. They look at one district and prioritize something that is in that district. Make sure use that money to do it. Be done with it and move to another district. You will see tangibles. So if you give a contract now, as we have done now, to LIB Energy, and LIB Energy will take the job. That private business institution, you bring the contract to them, they will do the work, and they will do it perfectly. So the expansion project now that they're supposed to do, and you see how the people will relax? Because they got money to do it. So, my people, I'm going to ask this question tonight. I want you to be very open up to answer this question. Do you think it's a priority to Grand GEDEH County to use 400,000 to put light in Port Town, to put light in Bolekin, to carry light in Tuzon, and later on, they will be going to Katuma side. Then later on, they will go to Sano Road. What happened to the 55,000 budgeted, approved for Sano Road project when they said they should put 30,000 into the account, which they did, to be able to fence the court on Sano Road? When the council said no, the people need electricity on our side. Let's put 55,000 into the account. Let's approve it. And that 55,000 goes directly to put electricity there. What happened to that 2024 budget? If you have 400,000, that 55,000, you could not use it and give it to the people to run all the lines and go and put the pole there, my people. You know how many communities in Zweju that don't have access to electricity? Go to Sano Road and tell me where the current stop. Go to FDA. Tell me where the current stop. Go to the community college. They don't even have poles going to the community college. Leave from the community college. Go to Zobwich. Individuals have to put solar lights. Don't be surprised if the 5 areas that they're supposed to put current finish, then they start going to other places in Zweju and putting solar light there because they will not have money to put light in those areas for people to have access to electricity. I think even if you wanted to do that, your primary concern should have been make sure that Zweju itself, the 56 community in Zweju, have access to electricity. People are still living from far away, coming to closer areas to put their phones on charge. You think that's the priority of the people? You think that's what the people want? No, I'm not too sure that's what the people want. I'm not too sure. So at this point, we'll open the phone lines. Let's see if that's what they want. Let the people know about it. But people need to be careful on how they use public funding. People need to be careful on how they use people money. Projects did not finish. 2024 project, most of them, they are uncompleted. You did not complete them. But you put 400,000 in $1 to put electricity important. When LIB Energy 2026, they're supposed to start their expansion project. Why? You're taking electricity to Tuzon. When Zweju City is so many areas, like Blue Camp, how many areas in Blue Camp get electricity? The FE community, how many places they get electricity? Katuma site, you care to know how many people in Katuma site don't have access to electricity? Zero 081-14-3504, 0776-105-105. Let's hear you. Good evening.
Anyway, thank you, Mr. Clement. Thank you very much. Very much to say thank you for every other thing they just expressed. And brother, I'm very damn happy because they can't call Grand GEDEH. I don't know whether in the 15th county, the county should be the least or the least upon the list. I don't really know. Then when I'm talking about the continent of Africa and Liberia, Liberia is the most least again when it comes to development to have a local Liberia to be, a local Grand GEDEH to be. But equally so, the media come to the point, my brother. So I want to tell you, Mr. Clement, Thank you very much. I appreciate you. I appreciate your station and your topic again. Was this particular this the country. But let me tell you, let me make you understand here. The country we're living in, we got plenty people in the country that don't even know where they're coming from, where they're going here. You get me? This country is a country that I don't even know. Where's the person to do when can be down hard? Even when we're coming into this country, we're coming in the country here, from the 86, 87, 88, we know how it was in the country. But today now, the later jump in the mother somebody now they are politicians. Everybody want to be politicians. Nobody want to work for themselves because the listening take the highest level to the extent. You get me?
Mm-hmm.
So for me, the only good thing I have to tell you, grandchildren, let us put our feet down and pray to the Almighty God that we can see.
Thank you. Let's take this person. Hello.
Yeah, good evening, Shegu. How are you?
I'm fine. Name, where you calling from?
Oh, this is Patrick Bay. I'm calling from Kulava.
Patrick, let's hear you, my brother.
All right, Shegu, thank you so much. Shegu, before I answer the question, you know, the last time the information broke out, the issue of the 400,000.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, if you will say there is a priority for our country with inquiry, but there is my question. LIBERIA is a private institution. It's a private company that run business that need profit. Now, taking money from the country development fund to support a private company, we say they hire them to do the work. I agree. But after hiring them, who the money going to? Who the bill that they pay? Who are going to? They're going to them. Why they should be the people to buy the transformer for themselves, to collect bills and whatsoever. But then the country buying transformer, hiring them at the end, they will pay money to them. What kind of sense they make? Getting me? So it's so about the council, they will answer questions. They particular money say we will bring in the country. I'm sorry to say they will answer questions to tell who approved the money and how the money was taken because we the citizens will not know about it. They just sit down and just do that. Only 400,000, that's more money. That you can buy 5 to 50 kVA. So thank you so much, Shegu. The people answer questions. It just started. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you
very much. Keep your calls coming to 081 143504 0776 105 105. Tito, how are you?
Yeah, Seku. Hello. Okay, and thank you, Seku. You know, you ask a question, and we need to answer your question.
Mm-hmm.
That the people priority, they will quarry. But how they want to quarry? They don't want to quarry the way we discuss in the 400,000 now. But they put new quarrying ground there. It's not always gradual. We have 8 administrative districts and we have 3 electoral districts.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody need quarry. Even the town, the village in this county need quarry.
Mm-hmm.
But the process of which is also get a quarry, that's a big question.
Okay.
Because I see,
mm-hmm.
You know, if it comes to the issue about the 400,000, this is why Sheku, if they say time for election, we can vote only one person to go and represent us. Then not everybody can go and represent Grand or and be president in this country. This is why the 9 persons that were elected on the council to represent us, to provide information to us, give us information.
Mm-hmm.
Yesterday, there were 80-man council because the reason they came with 9-man council because if people too much on the in the council,
mm-hmm.
the idea will be good, but they started to come with 9 persons.
Okay.
You know, so because another time, from 2005 up to now, we have 80 men. You will see people from districts, people from these other places. They are represented on that council.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
We need to revisit the Local Government Act. We need to revisit it. Seriously, we need to revisit it. You get me? The information I was selling on the yesterday morning, lack of information. People carry misleading information, providing information to the people. What I gather about the 400,000 is the 400,000 is in two phases. That about 15 to 10 communities will benefit from the 400,000.
Brother, listen, Chief.
Yeah.
I hold your phone. The people should come with documents. That's not what I gather. The people should come with documents. These are public documents. They're not some other grandpa property. They're public documents, not for some other grandma.
So, Thomas.
Yeah.
You have the document in your possession.
I'm saying let the people bring the documents.
Oh, okay.
They have not released the document.
Okay, I understand you now. There's a what make you or that generally in grand there. There's a mean that you need to do your ABC.
They think had nothing to do with ABC.
No, I come in. Why say we ourselves we need a document. We need a document to look at a resolution, to look at what was gather the agreement between the LIB energy.
Fine.
And how they devour getting that 400,000 for our account.
Fine. Because what I was told. What I was told.
That's something that you'll be adding for the public. We talking the city.
Thank you.
I thought you had a document in front of you that is proof for me. Why I gather.
That thing you gather la la. The one you gather la la. The la. The document the people get.
Council memo. I wish I the council memo asked about the 400,000. You know what bring me down? The name that held in the county council. No say if you not eat something, you feel that you tested the Jesus Christ. You know what I'm saying? If you not eat something, the name we least expected the type of name to go that way. So we surprised. Seriously, we surprised. So we urging the council to come and provide information to the citizen. We back in there. It could be good information for the citizen, but if you keep it also the latte and the citizen outcry, it will not look fine for you.
Thank you. Let's take this pricing. Hello.
Yeah, good evening.
Your name? Where you call from?
Wisdom Zadic.
Wisdom, please be audible. Yeah.
Yeah, Wisdom Zadic.
Go ahead.
I want to appreciate you. Yeah, I want to thank you for the talk show tonight. You know, for me, Sheku, I also have problems with these politicians and local county authorities buying transformer for this LIB energy. For me, I don't really know the impact of LIB energy in this county. Because to be frank, where the quarry start before they marry and take over there, where the quarry is. And we start we buy transformer. They will go, they take the transformer, they contribute for all and the benefit of the transformer. So for me, I don't really know who is really behind the LIB energy, when this company and just making money behind the thing. Taking our county budget and now giving it to LIB energy. It's a bad thing. But why would you give it to LIB? They come away with the whole LIB energy. Nobody wants to the energy to say that if you don't carry current to the area, you will say ask the company to leave. Go Maryland. They say LIB energy is in Maryland, but they are operating cities and they are giving current every corner of Maryland. So why is it that English there is different? Even to different, since it's right in the town. At the end of the day, they will bring every state to work. You will take it for your security and your friend, and yet these people are collecting millions of dollars. So that our own money they buy meter we have they buy to us. They are not people to anything, they are not taking anything from their own account. Because by right before you get a company, you're supposed to get all of these things.
Thank you. Thank you, my brother. Thank you very much. Let's take this pricing. Hello?
Come on, go ahead.
Berikatu Emmanuel Do, welcome. Let's hear you.
Yeah, thank you. Let me say good evening to our professor again, and allow me to say a very big thank you to Professor Atiwhite for the kind gesture this morning. Mr. Kroma, let nobody come in the name of providing some level of information being gathered by them from what is unfolding. As far as we are concerned, the people stole our money. As far as we are concerned, they stole our money. And when you ask me who the people, the office of the county superintendent, the county council, being facilitated by the very LRB energy. The three people, they need to come and explain to us in detail, provide documents. What sort of yardstick they use to arrive at electricity is needed in those 5 towns that they talk about, or 5 communities they talk about. What yardstick they use that the 50 kV or 5 kV or 5,000 kV transformer is needed. Least to talk about other things that surrounding it. The calculation is made. The final person will come and tell us the calculation he made that made the money to reach to 400,000. We too need to know. It is our right to know. It is not a privilege. It is our right.
Thank you.
To know.
Thank you very much.
So let us know.
Let's take this person. Hello. Your name? Where you call from?
This is Manuel Smith, and I do call you from AG Nation.
Emmanuel, welcome. Let's hear you.
Thank you, Seku. Thank you for the show this evening. I actually admire the show. I have listened to the superintendent a few days ago where he have talked about the legislative caucus being in know of the 400,000, especially the purchase of the transformer. So now this time around, I don't think we'll be bringing the superintendent alone, but rather to call our very lawmakers from what districts that we came from to question them how this happened. And then we'll also be questioning the ability of the council, because these are people who are trusted and they were placed on this board at least to
definitely beginning next week. Definitely beginning next week, we'll start placing calls to some of them to appear either in the morning or the state podium, or come here in the evening when they are home to be able to provide some information to the people.
That's it.
Yeah, because as we speak, there's another county in the southeast. I should have that particular. I don't know how many persons saw it also on the social media. The former superintendent was giving, the former superintendent of Sando County was giving some information as to how their own 400,000 United States dollar was being used. It was divided by, it was divided by their districts. And in those districts, they decided to undertake some serious projects. Now, you didn't discuss 400,000 United States dollars with the people. Nobody knows whether you have 500,000 US dollars into the social development accounts.
Yeah.
The people should have known. The law says the people must go, the council must go from district to district to let the people know that this is what we have, and this is what the county authority, who happen to be the implementational arm of this particular money, say they want to do. What do we do? The young people there, they're represented by the youth president. The women, they're represented by the women, heads that are there. They're there. The elderly people, they are represented there. The chiefs and elders, they represented there. The civil society represented by 2 prominent individuals, Atila Kai and Mother Trauma Cry. So, what mechanism? How did they come up to this particular sense of using 400,000, to light 5 communities? The first phase of the lighting of this community, 3 of the communities outside Zwedru. Now, when you look at the 3 communities that are outside Zwedru, all 3 of them belong to politicians. All 3 of them belong to politicians. 4 towns belongs to the superintendent. Then Bola King belongs to Soka. Whose don't belong to where? Zopen. So the three of them decided, yeah. So wait, oh. So you want to tell me Marie Johnson agreed to nothing? You want to tell me Tomo Yaya Nibla agreed to nothing? Because if it should be a consensus among all of them want to show political strength. That means Yaya will say, I'm taking my own project to their place so I can, have this sort of say. But the truth here is, even if the lawmaker come up to say, you can use that money as a caucus, they are not the one who controlling the money. The money is being controlled by your own local people. The county council by law is the one who approved the expenditure of whatsoever money for the superintendent office. 9%. So at this point, you can't come up to say, oh yeah, the superintendent spending money, the superintendent spending money, all that kind of thing. We should be looking at the council to speak. We should be looking at the superintendent to speak. We should also be looking at the three individuals who electricity in their place. Right now, there is this inner fight. Soka is fighting to take a claim that he bought transformer for Bolekin. I don't know, Bolekin or what have you, or Solo Town, or something like that. Then DB is claiming that he bought transformer for, call the place name for me. What do you call the place name? Port Town or whatever. Now, the county authorities say, we say you're not bad transformer. But the transformer why you're bad and not what we're using. The one that we use the money to buy, that's why we're putting up. So can you imagine? Important they bought 100 kVA transformer. I think that's why what you call his name. What's the name? DB board. Now country authorities say you can't install it. You must get that transformer to a different place. The 50 kVA we bought, that's what we will install. When you look at 50 kVA and 100 kVA, which one bigger than their friend? But because it needs to be justified. So how did they come to the conclusion that they should use 400,000 for the people money? For Grand GEDEH County people money. When they roll from here to Ziatan, it's crazy and ugly.
Yeah, so Seku, to conclude from my end, so now, if those guys had budgeted 400,000 for the 5 communities, they have not been brought to the knowledge of the citizen, because the citizens should be the one to decide what they want, their priorities. Now, if you are buying 5 transformers for a private company, after the installation of this transformer, who are they going to pay to? Is it a community that's going to benefit?
For what? What community benefiting for? That community managing the current?
So those people should have used our money at least to have built vocational institutions that are going to benefit of the citizens of Grand GEDEH County, instead of taking money benefiting a private company. If you bend to Maryland today, in Plebo, because if you go to Plebo today, see all in the plantation, the raw plantation, the people have electricity there. Because what? Those who are living there, they are paying those bills, and they know how much they have the customers that are providing services, and the people are paying. So for our county, the case is different.
Thank you. Let's hold you right there and go over to the panelists. Have a little discussion with them. We will come back. We'll open the phone lines. It's almost 8 minutes to 11 o'clock. As you all know, we leave from here at 12 o'clock. We have Legend. Legend, what's up? How are you?
Doing great, my dear brother. It's good joining you again.
How is the U.S., my man?
The U.S. is perfectly fine. Just that around this time of the year, it's very cold.
The cold knocking you from everywhere. I beg you, all of you tonight, nobody must pull camera off. We beg you, nobody must have your camera tonight. John, please put your cam on. Yo, John, please put your cam on. Nobody hiding behind camera tonight.
Right.
I'm still driving. I'm in a terrible traffic here, so I don't know if you can see it here. I can't even move.
Okay. They will consider you, Mr. Right will consider you. John will consider you.
It gets hectic here in traffic.
Sheku, you say now consider me?
Well, yeah.
Don't put your mommy in fun. Let me just do it more.
Okay. So this is where we are. I think the state podium have flagged this issue up. And Legend, this is it. In our county, the county council clock with the responsibility to approve budget that the superintendent is supposed to use. So the superintendent sit down his office, with the budget people. They sit down, they craft, look, we will build this other one, we will build this other one, we'll build this other one. So they do a budget maybe about $1 million or $2 million or 3-point-something million. Now the county council should have level-headed people who will scrutinize that budget and say, look, you say you're going to build a hospital in Konobo Ziatan. We already have a hospital in Konobo. What I think we should do is to upgrade this other component of the hospital. That is left squarely with the office, of the county council. And the county council, they are the local assembly, local legislative assembly we have to manage the county's affairs when it comes to the Local Government Act. And that's why in no time, we now leave from Ministry of Internal Affairs to local government, and the local government is going to take over that particular component. If I'm not mistaken, the president should be nominating superintendents for that particular office, the local government office, as new superintendent to be confirmed by the Senate as well. So from what I'm hearing, even the statutory district superintendent office is going to be, curtailed. They're going to cut it off. So in no time, you'll be hearing about statutory district superintendent now. So places where they call city, some of these places that they call city, they're coming to get rid of them because they don't deserve to be city. They have not had everything that a city should have. So all these things supposed to be coming up, and they're supposed to be announcing it hopefully this year, this month, in fact, January. A lot of things at the end of this month will take place in government. Now, to the surprise of everyone, we only heard in the paper, in the breeze, 9 people. Oh yeah, the people coming install the other current, they're doing this, they're doing that. They use 400,000 from the county social development account. And the county social development account is a little bit different from the county development fund. The social development account is where you have mining companies and other companies, who pay some money to government. And government receives certain portion of that money and sends certain portion back to the county. Now, the government itself sent 180,000. It used to be 200,000. So the government itself sent 180,000 to the county every year. We know that government still owes GEDEH County, by putting some of the money into that particular account. But for the social development account, it comes straight, no SEPI. As soon as time reaches, they go check it there, no SEPI. So they got to know that they have 500,500 inside the social development account.
Right.
Now, without having discussion with anybody in the county, without letting the people of the county know, the council, and I keep using the word the council because the council is clocked with the authority to tell the superintendent, no, we now want to do this one. Oh, yes, we want to do this one. So on what ground did the council agreed?
Right.
Resolute 400,000 to light up 5 communities in Zwedru.
Sheku, I'm going to tell you this for free, my dear brother. I follow the show. I've been with you for the longest, so I've been following, and you can just tell from the frustration of the callers. One of the biggest things I always tell people in our country, and I'm glad people are listening via radio in GEDEH County, because transparency is very key when you hold authority, when you are at the helm of power. And that's one of the things that make a lot of people look good in developed countries like the United States, because they are forced to account for the people. Look, I'm telling you, this is the internet age. So why would it take a superintendent to have a website, even if it's not up all the time, have a place that you can post major happenings? These are things that we want our people to develop. We want the mindset of our people to change. The only way we can transform Liberia is to transform mindset. What will take you to have a place that you will post transparent happenings in your county? Say, for instance, you get funds that's allocated for you, and it comes because of the people. You were placed there because of the people. You represent the people. What will it take for you to have things placed on a website for them to see how transparent you are so they don't question it? Listen to one of the previous callers. The guy said, all I know is our people eat our money or they eating our money. It tells you that he's speaking out of frustration and he don't see you being transparent. So he's questioning your integrity. And our people at the helm of power need to know that their integrity matters. For you to be trusted by people, you have to have integrity. That's why they gave you power. So I'm just going to always take the side of the people, and the people put you there. So you in authority, please govern yourself, be transparent so that people don't question your integrity. Integrity is everything. So I'm telling whoever this is superintendent, whoever is in full charge of the funds, be transparent. And you cannot just come up with amount like out in Liberia. Anybody can just say our government allocate amount. You just say I pay $300 for this light pole, but no receipt. What's the accountability of the amount you pay? How can we authenticate that amount you're telling us is $300 and it's factual? We need to start being accountable to change Liberia. We have to change our mindset. We cannot continuously do things the way we've done over the year. We have to start to evolve. We have to change the way we do things. I want to retire there.
Thank you. Otello, how are you, my brother?
Yeah, I'm joining me. I'm trying to clock out. I'm going to clock out to go out. Join now. I'll be talking.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Mr. John Akinure, are you there?
Sheku, yeah, I'm here.
Let's hear you. Welcome.
Yeah, thank you, Sheku. I don't know. I think every attempt from the local authority to provide clarity about the transformer, I think it's not adding up. I think it's about time that they allow honesty to take the lead in the kind of situation where, I mean, it's just quite difficult to wrap your head around understanding that you will use 80,000 to buy a 50 how do you call KVA how do you call transformer. And like you say, I don't know if, and I'm trying to buy some logic in it, that the three communities selected, I think there's political honor to, and if it was on the basis that the community got selected to benefit from the legislative project, then I think that's wrong, because development should be involve politics or political influence. We should firstly target city areas, because like you said, the local governance act call for they call for minimum standards that every city in Liberia should meet. If they don't meet these standards before the required time, they're gonna lose their city status. What are some of these standards? For instance, access to electricity, access to running water, a police station, for instance. So I in my mind would think that if the local government should be running projects, projects that address the lively need of people in the county, should be areas that will address that most of the concerns in city areas, that will be able to maintain most of our cities. If we can maintain all, for instance, at least we can be able to maintain one. So one or two, because I know Zweju, according to the local governance act, the capital city for each county, cannot lose the city status. So for instance, Zweju will not be on a review. But for instance, let's look at Tucson. Now Tucson is a city. Tucson has city governance council. Sit within yourself and think. Look at places like Tucson. Does Tucson really meet the minimum basic standard for city status? I say no. So for the quarrel going there might be some political honor to, like, I would beat on Zopen verbally anytime I want. But with quarrel going to Tucson, I think it also helped to it also helped to address one of the standards that have been set aside for Tucson to meet the minimum requirement to maintain the city standard. Then maybe another time could be water and police station and stuff. But for Bolekin, yeah, Bolekin is one of our big towns. So while it's true that, politicians will throw some political undertone, which I may agree with them to some extent, but equally, Bolekin is on the road. It's one of our big towns that we have in Grand GEDEH. So if electricity is going there, for me, I don't see much more problem with that. With Portland, yeah, Portland too is another town that's on the road. But I saw Ellis Grant, quoting Bible voice. Then the Bible said, "Let there be light." But Mr. Superintendent, I mean, I don't know why you waited for this time when you had the power for 12 good years. You came from that little town that you could carry the current there. Are you and all invoking politics into the whole situation? Why take current there at this point in time? Over years. So I think Sheku will wait for the local government to come up with the requisite clarity to this matter. I think their clarity they've been providing over the time is not adding up. They need to justify why 400,000 was used on electrify 3 towns. In my opinion, I think it's too much. But maybe they have to need a clarity because there may be other technical work, for instance, maintenance. We would love to see that. What's real maintenance that they will need to do, for which that amount went up to 400,000? So, Sheku, you on ground, I trust your research ability. I trust your investigative ability. And you and your staff and scores of other media personalities in the county, we hope that in the coming days we will have the needed response or the needed clarity to how that 400,000 was truly used.
Thank you very much, Mr. Wright. Are you there? You still driving?
Yes, I'm here. I'm still driving, but I think you guys can hear me. Can you?
Yeah, loud and clear.
Okay, great. So let me just make a quick comment on this issue. You know the saying goes, the fish rot from the head, right? So this is the problem that we are having. Unfortunately, Grand GEDEH County is caught in the web. But I want you to open up your mind. Open up your mind at this point. Take a mental picture of what is happening across the government of Liberia. Take, for example, Mo Ali Water and Sewer. Look and see where Mo Ali is building water facilities. They are not guarded by data. We keep saying this thing over and over. Liberians are walking in the dark. And the same is true with the government and with the individual selves. You get more Ali building water facilities in towns that got less population, and for going towns that got even much larger population. How do you do that? How? How do you do that on this God-green earth? That is wasteful spending. That is misguided development. Nowhere in the world you will see that. Only in Liberia. Look, in Kavala district, look at what the building, look at what he's spending government's money. Bolekin, Tuzon. What's the population in those towns? What are the population in those towns? Ask the people. What is guiding the actions in those towns? Everything in Liberia is politicized. Everything. Now we wonder why the country can move forward. This is the problem. These people don't respect data. They don't even know what a data is. So you take government money, you put it in a place where it's not supposed to go. And then 10 years later, you wonder why the country is still stuck in this way, in the place where you're at. Because you refuse to act on data. Look at what it did. You take planning ministry, you send it to finance. Tell me, when have you ever heard Gafford talking about nationwide planning? Does he even have a deputy minister that talk about planning, nationwide planning? They're gone. That's a sickening, man. How do you build a country like this? This is the problem. Grand GEDEH is just a little pie in this larger pie that is so rotten beyond belief. But our people are so down, they're so beat down to the socks that every little thing to see, in fact, they're even afraid to question it. So the people rejoice. But the fact of the matter is, SHEKU, you got people who are trusted with government activities who don't know what the hell to do with it. And they are gutching it, they are butchering it every day. This is the problem. I'm sorry, I want to end here. Let me focus on my traffic here because I'm so hot right now. Very, very hot. Okay. When you talk about this thing, it really puts your emotion up and your temperature high.
Thank you.
Across the board, so many acts for the country.
Let me now tell you where they mess up. According to the Local Government Act of 2018, the county council is legally required to inform and involve citizens before making any resolution to use or approve funds. You see, most of the people in the county council were people yesterday who were called and say people corrupt. Most of the people in the county council, members of the county council, were people yesterday who would call on the radio and say we've been marginalized. Now listen carefully. The act was specifically designed to stop secret decision making and ensure the local people, not just officials in Monrovia, control their own development. Let's look at the legal mandate for information. Under Chapter 2 of the Local Government Act, the county council is the higher decision-making body in the county. However, its power is not absolute. The law mandates broad-based participation. The county council must ensure that the public is informed about significant issues, specifically the annual county budget and the county development plans. Town hall meetings. To fulfill the informed requirement, the Act requires the council to hold a town hall meeting at the district and community level. This is not optional. We must do it or we must not do it. That by force, it is the procedural requirement for the resolution to be valid. So if the people did not go to those various areas or come on the radio to inform the people that this is what we're doing, that whole document they get in their hand are complete flat. It's not correct. Now, representative reporting. Since the council concludes its representative from women, the women group, the youth, and people with disability, these members are legally expected to report back to their constituencies before a final vote is taken. So when they go in their secret meeting and look at all these things, they will come back and go to their various areas and tell the people, say, that how you looking, what we want to do. Now let's look at the Social Development Fund guidelines. Regarding the use of the Social Development Funds, money from concessions, like, maybe ArcelorMittal, like, what the company then we get, oh my people, the Euro blogging Liberia and other companies that we have here. Traditionally, funds were approved during county setting under the Local Government Act. Now, these are being formalized. No resolution to spend SDF money is legal unless a resolution is signed by delegates who represent the various districts. That they play the people did their thing. They must sign a what? They must sign a resolution. Who's supposed to sign the resolution? Listen carefully. Listen carefully. Under the LGA, these are big formulas or formularized. No resolution to spend SDF money is legal unless that resolution is signed by delegates who represent the various districts. So are the people telling us that the council now, they took delegates from the various districts to come and sign it? If they took delegates from Konobo, will Konobo not be requesting for their share of that particular 400,000 to be able to get it in Konobo? Did they take representative from call the place name for me? What do you call the place? Glio Twabo? Did they take representative from Putu? So the Putu people did not have time to say we want our share of the money. No, they didn't do it. Project identification. Citizens must be the one to identify the project. Example, a specific project like clinical road. Electricity is not bad. Now the the council cannot simply decide on a project in an office and then use the fund without a public resolution. So they lie. They lie. They're not supposed to do it. They're wrong. Now let's look at the penalties for non-compliance. If a county council approves or uses funds without informing citizens or holding, they require consultancy or consultation, they face several consequences. And what are they? Invalidation of that resolution. Technically, the resolution passed without public consultation can be challenged in the court as a violation of the Local Government Act 2018. I want to see the citizen that will take the local government and the county council to court for violating this particular rule. Administrative action. The Ministry of Internal Affairs have the power to investigate and suspend officials who bypass the transparency requirements of the Act. So the ministry will do an investigation, and if they are found guilty, they will what? What they will do to them? They will suspend them. Now we got something we call the Public Finance Management Act. Since these are funds, the PFM Act apply. Unauthorized use of funds, spending without following the legal participatory process can lead to investigation by the Liberia Anti-Corruption Commission. So did they put up a bid for this 400,000? How many companies apply for this 400,000? Did they bring any announcement on the radio that we're about to do this? The people will say on the other side. Audit queries. The General Auditing Commission often marks funds as unaccounted for. And if there is no evidence of a signed community resolution or minute from a town hall meeting, that's a very serious problem for them. So, according to the Local Government Act, when you are spending the SDF, you must have a signed resolution from the community delegates, not just the county council. And that particular, you must have a town hall meeting for public input. Let the people can say, yeah, we agree, before you sign that resolution. There must be a part of the process by selecting the project. So I want people from Konobo to call tonight and tell us whether you people were informed, or any member of any citizen, official from Konobo, to tell us that we were informed. It must be based on the county development plans. It must be voted on by citizens. And after that, they must make a financial report available to the public. Where are these reports? Up to now, even the resolution they say they signed, nobody has seen it. Even the resolution they have signed, nobody has seen that particular resolution. Let's reactivate the phone lines, my people. Mr. Wright, you understood that clear?
Man, brother, you are very loud.
Legend, you understood?
Extremely clear. You are very audible. That's what happens when people try to do things surreptitiously. The people always try to do things in a clandestine way, and then they get exposed. Like I said, I did not even know. I was just following the thread, and somebody highlighted a civil society group, GFioNet. They said they had opened a website, but the authority did not manage it, and it's currently not running. So
everything about the county should be posted on our website. The county has a website.
My brother.
But demotely, they don't want nobody to know what they're doing.
Because when you do things in the dark, you want to shield things, you want to hide things, and the people should learn to be transparent with the people who hand them power. The power
guess what?
in the people.
Nobody can be able to say, oh yeah, we're going to challenge this. You know that our brother then, now our sister then, now when we take them the fire then, how they will get food to eat, it will lead it up. My people.
Fortunate.
0881 143504 0776 105 105. Let's go to the line. Hello.
Yeah, good evening, Sheku. How are you?
Fine. Name where you call from?
Thank you. This is Prince Dido. Joining you from FP community.
Welcome, Mr. Due.
Thank you very much. Thank you for the show. And since we did a recommendation that State Police will have a second class, I think this is my first time to go on the show. So I just want to say thank you for the time and for the negotiation with the other guys in the U.S. for you to create a platform for us. For the issue on our discussion, the 400,000 or 100,000, maybe the money, they credit the money to the LEC people. If that is done, then every cent that should have interest. Interest should be given to the citizens of this county. I think this is my recommendation. If that $20 is $5 interest. So that money can come back to the citizen and they can find solution for the money to do whatever they want to do with it. But that money has to be accounted for. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you tonight. Put your calls on 0881 1435 04 0776 105 105. This person. Hello.
Hello. Good evening, Sheku.
Name where you call from?
Thank you. I'm B. Martin Passino and I call from Parkville.
Let's hear you.
Thank you, Sheku. Sheku, your question must be answered. And the answer to that question is yes. One of our priorities in Zoeju or Grand GEDEH is electricity. But not at the detriment of the citizens of this country.
Okay.
Sheku, how long this LRB energy been in this place and they cannot cover this little Zoeju? Can you imagine, we that live in Parkville, one of the fastest growing communities in Grand GEDEH or the city of Zoeju, at this time, we don't even have a candle stand. We are not talking about a lamp post. Then we're discussing county authority, a so-called or county council, and whoever taking 400,000 of the citizen money and giving it to a private institution that will not even be able to do the work we're discussing. So this is a shame. It's a shame to this country. What is subject to the authority that is heading this country. And this is not the kind of country we need. And this is not what we want in Grand GEDEH. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Keep the calls coming to 0881 1435 04 0776 105 105. Let's hear you tonight. Let's hear you tonight. 0881 1435 04 0776 105 105. That's where we are with this situation. Who's going to take the lead? Did they sign this thing? How did they do it? Did they go for the people brought them to town and sign the document? We want to know. Nobody is talking about it. So yes, we will try what we can do. We will try to link up with the National Civil Society Institution in Monrovia. If possible, talk with their heads and bring them on the platform. We'll try to talk to people from headquarters, to talk about this local government act, the strength that the county council has, and as to whether they were in line with this particular, implementation with the 400,000. We'll bring a lot of, at this time, a lot of people come from, they've already come from work, they are relaxing home, and they can come on the camera and be able to speak out to their people. Just the beginning. We're going to bring a lot of guests. You know, anything that concerns this county, we're not just going to talk it right now. It stays here. We're going to contact the necessary people. Let them come on the platform. Let's talk to them. Let the people themselves communicate with those national stakeholders. It shouldn't be like, yeah, I walk county. Hello.
Hello.
Your name? Where you call from?
I'm Favana Johnson. I'm coming from Wabokoto.
Let's hear you.
Thank you very much, Sheku. All we have to be saying that Zoru Nagafu. That's what to say. Nowhere. Okay, tell Zoru decision. That grand decision now. If we get head up together, if the problem will be easy. But now, what will we put to now? Nowhere. At least, the 3 days to what we get, administrative district, the 8 administrative district, now choose the head up to decide for granted. If we fail to do that, value will go nowhere. So thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Keep your calls coming to 081 1435 04 0776 105 105 $400,000 United States dollars. So meaning we still get 100,000 there. And not 40,000 you 400,000. 400,000 and not 40,000 and legend. That's 400,000 you're talking about. So
yeah, it's no small money. No small money. My brother. Sheku,
without no consultation,
right?
Without having no public discussion,
right?
Not coming on radio to tell the people this is what we have. We just got 400,000 into the social development account. So the 500,000, yeah, we saw that there is a need. They just sat down. You see, sometimes I say something. When people are broke, legend, and you are in a position to give them food, they will agree to anything.
Of course.
There was this day when they were organizing a county council. I was in that meeting. In fact, when that election was going on that very day, some people, they were elected on that council. They did not even know the importance and strength of the council.
Wow.
Yes. And I told them, I said, they play while they carry you. That's not to say, go sit down here, will come and get something to you. Before they spend money for the county year, you have to know about it. You must agree before they spend money.
People.
And do you know how strong they are? The superintendent reports to the county council.
Of course.
He or she reports to 2 different institutions. The county council and the internal affairs ministry onward submission to the president.
So they got to have.
But the county council must agree for any money to move from that particular place. They must approve it. They say, yeah, no problem. You can go and use it. That's where we are.
Yeah, we are.
Mr. Wright, welcome back.
And Sheku, and you can tell from the frustration of the callers that the people don't mind electricity because what we say, light is life. But at the same token, you have to apportion the money and not negate all the other things, not forget all the
place that we're sitting now as we speak right now, beyond my community, beyond the radio station here, there are horses that not get electricity.
See that? So
as we speak,
yeah,
we only got a few horses around here that get electricity. There are horses up to now, they don't have electricity. In Zweju City,
right?
Not different city. In Zweju City.
Think about this, Sheku, where Grand Judah lies. Grand Judah is just about 161 miles from Maryland. It's just about 153 miles from Grand Crew. It's like 115 miles from Nimba County. So if you think about how situated Grand Judah is, having things done there will affect the Southeast greatly. If you do things the right way, if the authority help and do things accordingly, and the people are satisfied, thing will go a long way. That's what we're always propounding, for people to do things fairly and transparently and not do it surreptitiously. That's one of the reasons why people say you speak against every government. Yes, the government that is in power today, they were carrying on that 4-year project and it was being done in a surreptitious manner. Nobody could tell what was going on until lately they try to provide some clarity. And like that, people will not see you to be transparent and will not all go well with the people who gave you power. And that's all we're saying on this platform. Let's try to be fair and do things the right way so that people don't cast aspersions, people don't cast doubts when we do things. It don't look dubious to the people. The people can be satisfied with your working. That's all we're saying.
Okay, so let's read some of the comments that we have here tonight. Gusu going to take the lead. We're going to write the LACC and GAC for all this. Thank you, Walekama Wehantente. Let's see who we have here. The Liberian Civil Rights Movement official spokespersons following. Thank you very much. Let's see who's next. GFONET built a website for Grand GEDEH, but the county authority abandoned it. That's Dixon Lee by CRO, and he says he's following. Solo Dallo say good evening, CEO, and good evening to the good people of Grand GEDEH County. Let's move on here to bring this one. He said, Jacob Gay say, thank you very much for this show. Our local authority is our problem and in the county. Thank you. But you should be talking about what? The council as well. Anyway, they are part of the local authority. Diallo Amadou Kwari says, good evening, Top FM. I'm following live in FE community. Thank you as well. We go here and take this pricing. D. Nathan Zakwa says, following from Garleytown border, Grand GEDEH County. And let's see who we have here next. We have Washington Dolu. He said, this is Washington Dolu watching from Settled, Washington. All right, thank you very much. We move on to this other person. He said, good evening, A. Good evening, AB. Okay, that was when AB was here. I'm watching from Putu Penoken. Thanks so much, my dear brother.
So I'm going to give you the American pronunciation of that word. It go like Seattle, Washington.
Seattle.
No,
okay.
Seattle.
Tapet watching from a daily surviving center in Baptist community. And thank you very, very much. So let's see who we have here next. Okay, so yes, that's all the comments we have in the comment section. We'd like to say a very big thank you to all of you. All of you would like to say thank you to all of you. So we have to go. Tomorrow we'll be back. We should have left from here about 12 o'clock, but I'm sure we've already exhausted some time here tonight. Let me see what I've got. Any strange comment coming in here? Okay, we got comments coming in. Weyeke Freeman said, thanks so much. The issue will not end in noise. So who is this person? He said, thank you, my brother. I'm Prince D. Due watching you from FE community in Zwedru. Thank you, Prince. Thank you very much. Yes. What do we have? We can go.
Certainly. Parting statements.
Yeah, we can go. So let's get a parting statement.
Well, it's always my pleasure to be on with you, Sheku, and to the listening audience there in radio land and viewing land. I like to say, always, Liberians, don't ever give up. We must stick with it. We must always propound. We must let our leaders to know that they are placed in authority because we exist. If the people did not exist, you won't be in authority. It's because of the people that you are at the helm of power. Mm-hmm. So treat them with all due courtesy. Treat your people with all due respect. Never look down on them, because if they did not put you there, you won't get there. So let's always keep engaging as Liberians. What affects Grand GEDEH affects Lofa. Where affects Lofa affects Maryland. Where affects Maryland affects Nimba County, and so on and so forth. I want to thank all of you, and I want to thank you, Top FM, for the opportunity as always.
And thank you very, very much. We are also on YouTube. So if you want to watch the show, you can watch it. Thank you the legend. Until we meet again, that's all the time we have to be here tonight.